Yeah, that's right, Paul. We are tracking the high humidity, of course, today and the potential for tropical development in the Gulf of Mexico this week, which could have impacts on our weather, bringing the chance of heavy rain. Now, there's still a lot of uncertainties, but we are starting to get a better idea. And of course, we'll talk about that in just a second. But as we take a look out the door this morning, everything's looking pretty good. We're nice and dry, but later today we will have that potential for some pop-up showers and storms similar to what we had yesterday. Now your morning commute looking a-okay. We're not going to be tracking any rain, but after lunchtime we'll start to have some of those downpours developing here across the Tennessee Valley. So not everyone's going to get rain. It's not going to be a widespread washout, but there will be that chance for localized downpours, maybe a little bit of lightning, but most of the activity should stay below severe limits. By the time we get into the late evening, everything fades away, barring maybe a stray shower or two overnight, but generally it's going to be dry tonight, and then we'll do it again on Tuesday with more showers and storms possible. Now temperatures stepping out the door this morning. It's mild, 75 here in Chattanooga, 62 in Murphy, 68 in Athens, and of course yesterday was the official first day of fall, and it did not feel like it. Our high was 96 in Chattanooga today, maybe a degree or two cooler, but it's still going to be hot, still going to be humid, highs in the low to mid 90s, plus we'll have the heat index pushing in the upper 90s, especially during the afternoon when we get some of that good sunshine. And look at this, our dew point's back in that 70-degree range. A couple weeks ago, we were down here in the lowest setting, so we're cranking up that humidity, and as that humidity continues to increase, we're also going to be tracking the potential for tropical development. Again, that's going to be our next big thing. It's what we're going to be talking about for much of this week, because this will have an impact on our weather. Right now, the area of interest is south of Cuba, so it's got a ways to go before it makes any impact to the U.S., but later this week, this could develop here in the Gulf of Mexico. The water's warm. There's not a lot of wind shear, so we're going to have to watch this very closely as we move forward, because it does look like this could potentially become a tropical storm, a hurricane. In fact, we have about a 90% chance of development now over the next couple of days, and this is going to come right into the Gulf of Mexico. So anywhere from New Orleans to Tampa, you need to watch this pretty closely, because again, we could have a hurricane on our hands by the time we get to the middle of the week. And as we take a look at your futurecast, we're also going to have this front coming through on Wednesday. And of course, the next 2 days, it's just going to be pop-up storms. But Wednesday, this front comes through, giving us some moisture. And then by the time we get into Thursday morning, we're going to be tracking that area of low pressure, which again, could be a hurricane, could be a tropical storm. That'll be coming towards the Florida Panhandle. The latest model guidance overnight, thinking the best landfall for this system would be somewhere between about Pensacola and Florida's Big Bend. Of course, this could shift a little bit, but for now, we're starting to hone in on the main impacts. But look at all this moisture. As this moves inland, this could really bring us some heavy rain. Now, with Francine, we didn't get a whole lot of rain, but the track was way to our west. This looks to be coming right up to this favorable area that would bring us some heavy rain. So this low pressure would be a lot closer to Atlanta, Chattanooga, hence giving us a better chance of some rain. So here's a look at your possible storm track. Again, landfall sometime on Thursday looks to be most likely, but then that remnant low going to come potentially just off to our west, which of course would put us on the east side, giving us the chance for some pretty heavy rainfall here across the Tennessee Valley. So here's the latest model guidance on our rainfall. We're thinking anywhere from 3 to 5 inches possible from that Wednesday to Friday time frame here across the Tennessee Valley. So right now we're more or less in a bullseye with this system, but again, that can shift around a little bit. So here's what we know right now. Tropical development likely. We're likely to have a named storm here the next couple of days. The highest impact is going to be Thursday and Friday locally, potential for landfall in Florida, and then widespread heavy rain going to be possible here across the entire southeast. So it's definitely something worth noting and something we're going to continue to monitor. But for today, just going to be pop-up storms, hot, humid, highs of around 94. And then as we take a look at your extended 7-day forecast, heat today, tomorrow, with just those typical summer-like storms. And then we're watching the tropics Wednesday through Friday. That's going to bring us the chance for some heavy rain, cooler temperatures, and plenty of humidity to go through really the weekend, Paul.